So yes, I'm wearing a wig. So if you see it flopping the fuck around, that's because it's just kind of like there on my head. I actually just took off my little cap thing because I was not planning to do this video. So the first story has to do when I was in 2nd grade. I don't know how the fuck old I was. Just, I don't know, I was a 2nd grader, okay? And, I was sitting basically on, like, the passenger side of the bus, I guess you could say. And I was, like, on the aisle seat. Because, I don't know, there was just someone next to me and then I had the aisle seat. So, passenger side, aisle seat. And this girl gets up to leave. It was her bus stop, da-da. But she was, like, doing that shit where she was just like flailing her arms around, and she fucking smacked me in the eye, okay, my left eye. And obviously when you get hit in the eye, you're like, ow, like fuck, that fucking hurts, ouch. And I knew obviously she hit me in the fucking eye. I didn't hit myself in the eye. And so I was, you know, sitting here just like holding my eye like, I'm in fucking pain. I need to go home. Someone bring her the fuck up. I see my black hair like peeking out. Excuse that. You know, I get home. My eye still fucking hurts. You know, and I'm like, yeah, I got like fucking smacked in the damn face. Okay. Well, we still had school the next day. So, went on with my day. You know, my eye, whatever, just, you know, stopped hurting. But then I woke up the next morning. And if you've ever had pink eye, bitch, you know how that shit is. I didn't know what the fuck I had. So I wake up and my eye was like this. And I was freaking out because I'm like, why is my eye not opening? Oh my god, I'm going blind. Okay, reminder, I'm in 2nd fucking grade. I'm young. And I was just like tripping because I'm like, oh, girl, stay. So I'm like tripping because I'm like, what the fuck is happening to me? Am I dying? And I literally remember having to like pick crusties off my eyelashes. It was so disgusting, and I had to like open my fucking eye. Like let my parents know, yeah, hi, my eye is not okay. I had to like, I went to school that day. I think like did one of my parents come in or no? I went to school like normal the day after, because I'm pretty sure if my parents knew I actually had pink eye, they would not have sent me to school. This was before I went to the doctor. Okay, yeah. So I go to school, okay, and then I think this is what happened. I get called into the office. I remember that. I get called into the office by the girl who hit me in the fucking face. Oh, hold on. Hold the fucking phone, you guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, this, okay. I didn't plan this out in my head of how everything happened, so I'm learning as I talk about it. Okay, so she hits me in the fucking face the day before, but there was other dumb drama with this stupid beach, okay, with my best friend when I was in 2nd grade, because I don't fucking know. But I remember I got called to the fucking office because of her, the same girl who hit me in the eye, not about her hitting me in the eye, just dumb drama, 2nd grade bullshit. And that's when this, I can't even remember her name, but she was scary. She was like, I don't fucking know. I don't know. She was like, I think the Dean of Students, I think is what the fuck they're called. And she was a scary woman. She was not very fucking friendly, let me say that. For being like, with like, 2nd graders, she was not, she was not nice. She was mean. And I just remember like, the first thing she noticed actually was my eye, and that's when she was like, you need to like stay away, da 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 da, like you need to call your parents. And I was like, what? And she was like, you have pink eye. And I was like, I what? And then I was like, oh well, she's the one who fucking smacked me in the face yesterday, so I'm telling you guys, this thing is just sitting on my head. But I was just like, well, she hit me in the like eye the other day, and I remember this girl being like, no I didn't, you're a fucking liar. And I'm like, you are, because I think she was actually in 4th grade, so she was older. And I'm just like, you gonna tell me that I smeared shit in my own eye? Go wash your fucking hands. After, I remember I can't do, I don't do good with eye drops. It's not, no, even till this day, age 19, I still, no for me. And so, sorry, I keep like looking in the mirror because like, the shit is like, and And I just remember every day my mom actually had to put it in both eyes because I actually ended up spreading to my other eye, probably because like before I obviously knew that that's what I had. I was just touching, you know. And so I kind of had it in both eyes, and for a good week or something, it was so bad. Like, I just remember waking up every morning, my eyes, both of my eyelids were glued shut, and I would have to sit there every morning and pick off fucking disgusting ass crusties off my fucking eyelashes, and then I would have to sit here like this and like pry my fucking eyes open. It was I obviously have never had pink eyes since then. I don't wish that shit on anyone. It's just that bit dirty beach. She stabbed me in the fucking eye. It's gross. So that's the time that I had pink eye. 11th grade. Now, I did not fucking know of this at all. A lot of people probably even haven't, but it was literally within the first fucking week of my 11th grade year. Yes, 11th grade year. So I was 17, but you know, I was just doing my normal school shit, you know, doing what you do when you start a new school year, just living your life, your school life. And one day, I don't remember if it was like a weekend or sometime like after a school day or something, but I just remember starting to like itch, and I got these red dots on my body, and my fingers were kind of getting a little swollen, and I was just kind of freaking out because I'm like, what the fuck is happening to me? Well, my mama had to take me to the little ER, the doctor's office, wherever the fuck we had to go. I literally try never to Google things anymore because Googling never fucking helps. Okay? Trust me, it doesn't. Like, it'll give you the worst thing ever. A common children's virus causing sores in the mouth and a rash on the hands and feet, which I, for sure, fudging had. My 11th grade year, I started out by having hand, foot, and mouth disease. My 11th grade year, 17 years old. I had no idea what the fuck that was. I was like, what the fuck is that? I got it from school, and it's not from doing anything. Apparently, it's just something that people can get. Like, you know, fucking virus. Wow. Yeah. So I had to, like, take pills every day to make myself better, and it took probably a good week, and I was contagious, so like obviously nobody could like fucking touch me. Y'all had to like stay the fuck away from me, which wasn't easy, which wasn't hard because, well, I don't like people. Y'all can stay the fuck away from me, that's fine. No. So basically I wasn't at school for a good 2 weeks because I had to wait. So yeah, I wasn't at school. I literally just started my 11th grade year, and I did this shit, and I wasn't there for 2 weeks. So when I got back, I was like, great. Fucking good. This is a great way to start my fucking year. Yeah. 11th grade year was probably one of the shittiest fucking years of my life. Good thing that shit's over. Oh, and then it ended up turning out to be that it was actually something that a lot of other kids were getting. Not just like from my school. Actually, I think one other person from my school got it. I don't know who the fuck got that, but apparently it was something that was actually going around and stuff, because like other school districts I ended up hearing got it, or it was like going around, and I was like, oh great, I'm not the only fucking one. But like, why did I have to be one of them? Now this next one, this last little story actually happened in January this year, 2020. I still don't know the cause of it exactly. There's literally only, if my black hair comes out one more damn time. Yeah, there's still like no official thing that we clarified on what the fuck gave me this reaction. But it's either one or two things. Well, back in January is when, when my hair was first cut short, my aunt bleached it, and then that's when I had like my red, orange, yellow hair, which I really liked, but it would have been way cooler with my long hair. But you know, my hair was fucking dead, so we had to cut it off. So she ended up giving me this new, I can't like remember like the name of it. That's probably bad, but like I know what the bottle looks like, so like I know not to get it. But it was a little more not cheap dollar store shit, which is what I get because, like, well, I know that shit won't fucking kill me. So I ended up using some stuff for, like, color treatment hair that was more, like, professional. Not professional. I don't fucking know. Like, not cheap shit, okay? More expensive stuff. More high quality, like, shampoo and conditioner that she was like, hey, like, I don't have my red hair anymore, but, like, you take that, use that, since you still color your hair a lot. So I was like, okay. So that was one thing that it could be, is a new shampoo and conditioner. Or, my aunt gave me these pills that were not, like, pills that anyone can, like, buy, not, like, prescribed pills, okay? Not that shit. But, they were called Good Girls, Good Girl or something, and it's basically to help females down there kind of, like, keep their pH, like, and balance it out, because I'm someone who sometimes my body just doesn't fucking like me, and it's like, bitch, you're gonna get a fucking bladder infection today. So I'm someone who's a little more prone to getting them. So awesome fucking me. She was like, I don't really use them, or I'm getting a new one, or I think that's why. She was getting a new one, so she was like, here, just use mine, maybe help them, because I know we are talking about that, because girls in the family talk about that shit, okay? And so those are the two new things that was happening at that moment, was new shampoo and conditioner or those new pills. And okay, so I was probably using both of them new for like a week, maybe a week and a half. And then one morning I woke up and, you know, just like usual, got up, went to the bedroom, I ended up brushing my hair. Well, when I brushed my hair, my fucking scalp was itching so fucking bad. I was like, do I have a LICE? I had that once because some girl gave it to me. Why do I feel like everyone just wants to give me every fucking bad thing? But so I'm thinking, oh my god. But then I'm like, okay, it can't be that, because what the fuck do I go? Who the hell do I see? No one. So I'm sitting here like, okay, well, yeah, so it can't be that. But like, I was still fucking tripping out because I'm like, why is my head fucking itching so damn bad right now? And like, the thought of it being possibly like what I've been using didn't hit me, or even like that wasn't a possibility to me, because I'm like, I've already been using this for like a week plus, like wouldn't it have fucking done something by now? So I remember like calling my aunt because my mom wasn't fucking answering me, and I was just like, so this is what's happening, it's really fucking itchy. And she was like, well, maybe it's a shampoo conditioner. And I was like, well, I don't know. So like, she didn't even really know. So you're like, oh. But then my mom called and I was like, yeah, hi mom, But then while I was on the phone with my mom, like as I was talking to her about why the hell it itches so bad, I ended up realizing that there was actually little like fucking bumps, like little red dots. Why is it always little red fucking dots everywhere? Why is it always that? But I remember just seeing like kind of like little red dots randomly on my body, in places like on my neck, and I was like, Ma, I think I'm dying again. I was just thinking, oh my god, no, what the fuck is wrong with me now? There's always something wrong with me. He's like, well, take some like Benadryl, So I was like, yeah, you're right, that'll probably help me, because I feel like you're having an allergic reaction. Benadryl is usually the way to go for that type of shit, because that's kind of what it's fucking made for. I went downstairs and kind of like let my dad know like what was going on, that my head is a fucking blazing ass itchy mess, and then I'm kind of getting those little like red dots, and I'm literally shitting you not, he did not care. He was just kind of like, oh, okay, take Benadryl. I was just like, you know, that's it? You're not concerned? Okay. So then I took them, and they basically just made me tired, which Benadryl does that. So they basically just like made me fucking tired. So I remember falling asleep, and I probably passed out for like a good 2-3 hours, and when I woke up, I had way more red dots on my body, and my hands were fucking balloons, okay? My right hand, to be exact, was a fucking balloon. I could tell that my left hand was a little swollen in like certain fingers, but like my right hand was like, it was like, you could tell it was fucking swollen, like it looked fat. So I was like, that did nothing then. I'm getting worse instead of getting better. So I remember literally going downstairs immediately because I was like freaking out because I'm like, okay, there's more red dots. My head is still fucking itchy. And my hand is fat. So I went downstairs, told my dad, and I was like, look at this. And he literally did not care. He was just like, oh, okay. And what do you mean, and? I'm clearly something's going on with me. Like, you're, like, I took Benadryl. Like, I clearly, my head is fucking itchy. I'm getting those red dot things again. My hand is fucking swollen. He literally didn't care. So that's when I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna fucking call my mom, you know, someone who is actually gonna give a shit about what's happening. And I called my mom, and my mom was like, well, did you tell your dad? And I was like, yeah, that didn't do shit. That did nothing. My mom was like, just, I don't know, try and take Benadryl, try and drink some water. She was just, obviously, like, the last option usually people want to do is, you know, go to, like, the med center or the hospital or wherever the fuck, because that's money, that's a bill later on. So usually people try and, like, wait off and see if it goes away on its own for as long as they possibly can. But, like, in my case, I just kept getting tired falling asleep because of the Benadryl, and I'd wake up and it was just, I was worse. I wasn't getting better like I should have been at that point, or, because I think it was like the next day. So I slept throughout that night, the day, I woke up, everything was still swollen. It was just, there, it was actually, the dots were actually, like, traveling down my body. They weren't, like, itchy. They weren't, like, not itchy, but my head was still fucking itching. It was just, it was not a fun time. And so that's when my mom was like, okay, you need to go tell your dad that you're, like, being fucking serious. And I was like, okay, it's not gonna work. Yeah, I remember going downstairs, and throughout the day before, like, I remember going downstairs quite a few times being like, Dad, like, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. Look at me. And he literally just did not care, and I'm just like, okay. So I remember telling him, like, Dad, like, I'm not getting better. It's been, like, basically, like, a whole fucking 24 hours now. I'm not better. Dots are traveling, so on. He still did nothing. He just, like, was like, whatever. Like, he just... So my mom started getting, like, pissed off at the fact that my dad wasn't, like, doing anything or taking me to, like, the med center. So my mom is like, well, I'm coming to get you so you can start feeling better and we can figure out what the fuck's going on. So my mom basically ended up picking me up later on a little bit that day, after she got out of work and so on. And I remember we were there, and I just, yeah, not feeling great. And it's fucking weird when you have, because, you know, your hands start feeling tingly and fat, and so it's just, like, weird holding things too, because, like, when your hands are swollen, you're just like, what do I do? We go in there and we're waiting in there with a whole bunch of sick people. Great. Awesome. I called in after, like, freaking out, sitting there in the waiting room, like, is it my turn yet? Can I figure out what the fuck's going on with me? And so we get in there, we, you know, I sit down. Was my mom even in there with me? Yeah, I think my mom went in with me, because, like, bitch, you're not fucking leaving me when I'm going through this shit. Yes, sometimes I still, no, for the most part, my mom does not, nobody goes in the fucking rooms with me, but because obviously this isn't, like, a checkup or that kind of, like, doctor visit, there's something wrong with me, yes, my mama came with me, because, hello. Now, if it was, like, just my dad, no, my dad probably wouldn't have came with me. I probably wouldn't have. I'm close with my mom now that I'm older, so, like, my mama knows everything, and she usually comes with me everywhere. While I was sitting there, they basically just did, like, the normal, like, question stuff that they ask, and then he was just like, yeah, it's an allergic reaction. What you have is, wait, did I have to pee in a cup? I'm pretty sure I had to pee in a cup. Yes, I had to pee in a cup, okay, this is how they know. So I had to pee in a cup. Did I have to pee in a cup? I definitely had to pee in a cup. Yes, I peed in a cup. Stop saying you peed in a cup. When they came back with the results, he was basically like, yeah, like, you have what is called a systemic allergic reaction. And, like, obviously I was like, what the fuck is a systemic allergic reaction? Like, I know what allergic reaction is, what the fuck, what does systemic mean? What and he's basically like, well, it's a good thing that you came in, because you would have just basically kept, like, getting worse. You weren't gonna get better unless you, like, got the help that you're currently here for. And a systemic allergic reaction is basically, it's in my bloodstream. That's fun. That's fun. So, like, are you saying, like, I could've, like, died? So, obviously, I was, like, really thankful that I was there, because I'm just, like, good, because, like, honestly, who knows, like, how bad I could have really gotten, and that is really scary, and especially hearing something like that, that it, like, he was just like, you know, good thing that you are here because it's in your bloodstream, and obviously shit in your bloodstream is bad. So I had to be on steroids, I don't fucking know the name, I don't really care to share that anyways. But I had to take 4 pills for 10 days, so I had 40 pills, and they were the most disgusting fucking tasting things ever. They were really tiny, but like I had to take 4 of them a day. I just took them all at once, instead of taking like 1 at a certain time or 2 at a certain, I just took them all together for 10 days, and like, yeah, I got better, I was fine, I haven't had anything like that since, but like, that was one of like the most like, that was the first time I think I really got like an allergic reaction. I know like one time when I was 13, 14 years old, I went to Kentucky with my cousins, my aunt, my uncle, and we were eating White Castle, and I just had like, you know, cheeseburgers and a fry, and I remember laying down, and now my mouth was not actually swollen or anything like that, but I remember laying in bed and my mouth was just tingly. Like, it felt all tingly. It felt like my throat was like gonna fucking close up on me and I was gonna die right then and there, and everyone was fucking sleeping. They were just gonna find me dead in a fucking Kentucky hotel room. But yeah, that's basically it for the 3 stories concerning my health and the shit I went through. Oh, isn't that, we love that. I'm just gonna put her down. This is the end of today's video, and if you guys liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, then go down below and hit that red subscribe button, or somewhere on the screen here in a second there will be my little face in a circle, and you can just boop, click that shit, and you can subscribe that way. Yeah, and I will see you guys in the next video.